Hello everyone, hope you're doing great. In this tutorial we are gonna see how to create a Wwise plugin using PureData and the Heavy compiler. Because there are a lot of things you can do with PureData and the Heavy compiler, I will only focus on the plugin generation, okay, with basic things. And those basic things are the parameters and events outputting, okay? The rest can be in another video or for you to explore, okay? You can create plugins for sound generation, you can create multi-channel plugins. There are a lot of things you can do, but my aim in this video is for you to be able to create a plugin inside Wwise in 5 or 6 minutes. So in order to do that, you will need to download Python, okay? You download Python, install it, and when you install it, if you type cmd and type pip, it will show you the package manager of Python, okay? So from there, you will type pip install and the name of the heavy compiler, which is called hvcc, okay? And in your case, it will start downloading. In my case, it's already downloaded. So if everything works good, if you type hvcc, it will display this command saying that the computer recognizes the package hvcc. In case that it doesn't recognize it or it throws an error, it will probably be that it's not set as an environmental variable. So in order to do that, you will go into environmental variable. You will go here and you will go into the path. You will edit, and here you will add the path where the hvcc is located. Usually it's here, okay? Users, AppData, roaming, Python, this is where it's installed by default, okay? So you copy this, you create a new line, paste it, and when you type again hvcc, it should work. The next step is to download PureData, but in this case, I will highly suggest you to download PlugData. It has a compiled mode, and the compiled mode means that it will only show you, or it will only allow you to create objects that are supported by the heavy compiler. The next step is to download Visual Studio, okay, which is the IDE for building the plugins. And once you've downloaded it, you will need to install the development for C++ and install the SDK for Universal CRT and the C++ MFC, where you can go into individual components and type it here, like SDK, CRT here, and the MFC, okay? You click all those components and install it with the latest Visual Studio version, which in my case is the Community 2022 17.11.5, okay? And once that you've done that, I think we are ready to go. So here's the patch. It's a very simple one. So we have a metro that it's activated when the patch loads with a load bank. And this is the interesting thing. The time it's being controlled by parameter, and with this command, we are telling the heavy compiler to display this parameter in the plugin inside Wwise for modifying or using RTPCs or states, okay? So the object means that we are using a receive object called metro, and this command is telling that this is for heavy to recognize it, and we have the minimum value of 200, maximum value of 5,000, and the starting value of 1,000, okay? Then we are sending a bang, and each time it sends the bang, well, let me show you. I'm gonna activate this, and I'm gonna go into the direction here, the direction and the path, or maybe this. Okay, when I type it, this is the beauty of PlugData. When I type it, it will send a bang to the integer with it's gonna be a 0, and then we'll send the 0 plus a 1, with it will be stored as the value for the next bang. Then it will be divided by 2 and outputting only the remainder, and we will have the selector. When it enters 0, it will send a bang to a send called playtest sound01, which with this command we are telling the heavy compiler post the event to playtest sound01, okay? And in this case, the playtest sound02. So once that we have the patch, then let's create, or let's compile it into a Wwise plugin. Here's the PD file. So in the path, we are going to type cmd. We will open the command prompt. And here we will type hvcc, which means that we are calling the heavy compiler. And we are going to, the first argument is the name of the patch. Okay, we want to do, there are two ways. You can type the name of the PD file, or you can simply drag and drop here. Then the next argument is the name of the folder that the plugin is going to be output. And it says dash and O, and let's call it Metro. Okay. The next argument is the name of the generator, because the heavy compiler not only compiles into Wwise, but it compiles into other languages and softwares. Okay, but because in this case we want to compile it into Wwise, we will type Wwise. And the last argument is the name of the plugin. And I want to be displayed in Wwise as Metro. So if everything works good, and we type enter, it will create the Metro folder with the components inside for Wwise. Very briefly, these are the things for the heavy compiler that translates from the pure data into Wwise. Okay? And these are the patches. Sorry, this I don't think what this is. But this is the JSON. Okay, look at this. This is insane. I mean, you can recognize the objects, Metro, the stop, the message. But yeah, this little thing that we created. And this is the Wwise plugin. Yeah, this is it with the heavy compiler. That's it. That's super simple. So the next step is to create the plugin inside Wwise. So for that, we will go into here, type cmd, and we need the Python file of Wwise to create the plugin. So this is found into your version of Wwise, then scripts, builds, and plugins. And we need the WP, which is Wwise plugin.py. We will drag and drop, and we'll type, we want to remake into the, authoring. And what it does, it premakes all the files and includes and the plugin from heavy into a solution. Okay. here we can see the heavy dependencies, okay, of the compiler and the C++ files, and we can see that the heavy compiler connected all the events and parameters and the audio outputs and inputs automatically, okay? The only thing that we need to do in Visual Studio is to set it into release and compile it. Okay, well, in my case, there's an error. Let's check the error. I don't have this version. I have this one. Okay, I need to set it, apply, accept, and let's try again. Release 64, compile, compiled solution. This is predestined solution. Predestined solution. Ah, okay. It's not the latest, but this one, the one that I have. Okay, let's do once again. Welcome to audio programming. And this time it went good. Okay, compilation completed. So that's it. Let's go into Wwise. So here I have a simple project. Okay, I used the factory synth one and I used these two sounds. Okay, and then I created two events that are called like the same sending objects as PD. Okay, test 1 and test 2. So the first thing is that you need to register the events. And by that I mean that they need to be activated once in order for Wwise to recognize them and then to be posted by the plugin. Okay, the only thing that I did was to create a new event that contains both of them, and with playing once they are already registered. And then I have this object, and I will go into add source, and we have here the Metro plugin. Okay, and if everything works good, if I activate it, it will start playing one event and then the other, one and then the other. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, and there you go. That's the way to create a plugin using PlugData and the heavy compiler. There are some limitations. Currently, the heavy compiler does not have MIDI support. Okay, so it cannot send neither receive MIDI. That's a huge disadvantage. But the rest of the things are easily doable. Okay, you can use it as source generation if you have, as it says here, if you create an ADC object, it will be treated as automatically by the heavy compiler. It will be treated as an effect plugin. Oh, here's a print event. Prints are accepted by the heavy compiler. So if we start capturing and we go into here, you can see that there's a message from the event name called 0 and 1, meaning of the names. Sorry, of the value from the division. Okay? And that's it. So a possible application of this could be to have this metro that triggers these two events along with a pitch. So, for example, when those sounds are set into an RTPC of distance, that as soon as you get closer, those sounds are triggered more frequently and have a higher pitch. So let's try that. Okay, they are, because of the metro that it's set at okay, when distance is maximum, they are triggered at 5 seconds, but as long as they are more near, okay? So this is a possible example of this plugin. There are multiple ways of creating plugins because PluginData, because here you are designing your own tool. So it's important to think, what do you want to do? And then how to achieve that within one plugin, if possible. And this is very cool because you don't need to depend on the game engine. And sometimes these things that you can do with one plugin here, with Wwise, you can do it the same, but with more extra steps. So that's it. This is the video. This is the tutorial. Well, it went very long, unfortunately, but the idea is for you to start developing your own plugins with PluginData, okay? Maybe there could be some more videos with exploring the different possibilities with PluginData. But yeah, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. And if you want me to explore the other things or something in particular, again, let me know in the comments. Hope you find this useful, and I'll see you in a next video. Bye bye.